Okay, hello, everybody. How are you doing? Tell me if you can hear me. Tell me if you can hear me. Hi, Karen. Hi, Anthony. Okay, let's turn off the cameras. Cameras off. Hi, Michelle. Yes, excellent. Okay, hi, Jenna. Hi, good. You're good. Yeah, excellent. Anna, Margaret, Lisette, Sergey, Emmanuel. Hi. Okay, excellent. So let me just do some setup here. 1 second. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, hi Natasha, hi Swapna. Okay, so we are on part 52 of the Advanced Relationship and Family Academy. This is actually a free webinar that open to anyone that wants to join. And it's super powerful. The date today is May 4th, 2024. And we are going to start. Are you ready to start? Hi, everyone. Yes. Okay. Ready. Okay, so let's start. Agreements. No recording, please. Nothing I said today is true unless, of course, it is true for you. Now, this seminar has been designed to bring about a shift in viewpoint from effect to cause, from slow, unnoticeable decline to a powerful, never-ending climb. But the key to getting those results is, of course, you guys did, participation. I'm just reaching out. What does it mean to participate? What does it mean, participation? What's the word participation mean? What's the word participation mean? To be there, communicate, yes. To be there, to show up, yes. Answer questions, share wins, engage, communicate, yes. Yes. To be there, communicate. Okay, so actually participation means to be there, communicate in the direction of help. So to be there and communicate, but in the direction of help. Are you with me? Does it make sense to you? Yes. Excellent. Very good. Perfect. Okay. So the key to getting those results is participation. If you don't participate with each and every question I ask, you will not have the shift in viewpoint. However, if you do, my friend, you will discover just how powerful you are, and it is nothing you've ever imagined. If you are not in communication, if you just inhale information, you will suffocate. You will suffocate. So do we have an agreement to participate? Yes. Excellent. Perfecto. Okay. Perfect. So let's start. What do you say? What is relationship? What do you think is relationship? What is relationship? What is relationship? What's the word relationship mean? A two-way communication. Okay. What is relationship? The connection between two things. That's very good. Bobby, ARC, affinity, reality, and communication. That's excellent. What is relationship? Connection between particles. That's very good. In pure connection between something or someone. That's excellent, Jenna. An interchange between two beings, especially with affinity. It is two. Okay. A relationship is a bond between two people or things. Excellent. I mean, the extent of understanding that I have someone or something. That's excellent. Very, very, very good definitions. Here is my definition. Relationship. Relationship is a word that describes the pureness of the connections between particles. Relationship is a word that describes the pureness. How pure is the connection between two particles? Relationship is the overall condition that permits degrees of duplication. So the more, the purest the connection, the better the duplication. Are you with me? So if you have a problem with your relationship, you will not understand each other because the connection is not as good, the duplication will not be as good. With me? Anything that tampers with the duplication will damage the relationship. So the relationship is all about the connection. How pure is the connection? And the manifestation is really in the level of duplication. Now, since the poison, we're talking about the poison, since the poison kills the relationship, which means the connection between two sides are broken or weakened, the communication will be broken and there will be no duplication, which means no relationship. So what poison is doing, it kills the relationship. Why? Because the poison separates, it breaks the connection. It puts some kind of a dirt, which is the poison. And because of that, there is no duplication. And because of that, there will be bad and eventually no relationship. Everyone with me? Yes, yes. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. So we're two very close people, two gauge blocks, and they now have been separated and cannot stick together, even if they are physically close, before you remove the dirt. So you'll see that you have two people that were very, very close to each other. Let's say this is one person. So this is one person, and this is another person, okay? And these two people were extremely close to each other, really close. Now, they can hook together, they can connect together only for as long as you don't put somewhere here in the middle some kind of a dirt. But if I put dirt here, I cannot go over the dirt. It cannot hook. Do you understand? It cannot act as a gauge block. Does it make sense to you? And this dirt here, this dirt here is the poison. This is what the snake is doing. He's putting dirt so you cannot connect, even if you want. There's something that separates you. And the more dirt the snake puts there, the further you are in the connection. Can you see that? Yes. Excellent. Assume person B was bitten poison against person A. So let's have a look. Let's say that assume that this is person A, okay, and this is person B, okay. Assume that person B had here a lot of poison, he had here a lot of poison, okay, against person A. What will happen when person A try to talk to person B? Now there was this, he was beaten, and now person A try to communicate to him. What will happen? How well will it go? Not well. He will be blocked. It's basically impossible. You understand? There is no duplication. Not well. B will find fault with A. Yes, he will either B will either find fault. Oops. B will either find fault, or he will not understand. You will say A, and he will understand C. Or he will understand A. You will say A. He will understand A, but he will twist it to mean D. Are you with me? So there will be no duplication. See? And so they will not get connected. Make sense? So if person B was beaten, so if person B was beaten here, yes, this is person B, he was beaten. Every time person A tries to talk to person B, every time I'm trying to talk to person B, the poison, the dirt, the venom is what person B believes. So what happened if person B was beaten? Every time he tried to talk to person A, person B tried to talk to person A. What happened? The poison, the dirt, the venom is what person B believe in. He has this is his reality. Yes, which means he has nothing. His reality has nothing to do with duplication. Are you with me? So you've got here person A, and this is person B, and person B have here venom. It's not important what person A will say, person B will not duplicate him. But more than that, because he's not duplicating him, or because he has this venom, what he will say, even if what he says is making total sense, he will twist it to become nonsense. It is what he actually sees. Though many times unknowingly person B see the snake bite, not the person in front of him. So most of the time, instead of seeing person A, what person B see, he see the bite, he see the venom, he see that. He does not see person A. Are you with me? So if someone told you that yeah, people cannot see past that dirt. So if someone told you, look, Meir is a very difficult person to work with, okay? That's a venom, yes? That's what you see. When I tell you, let's work together, what you will see, what you will hear is not what I say. You will, never mind what proof is in front of you, never mind how many years you know me, never mind how much I help you. What you hear is when I say work, it equals to what the snakes say. Meir is very difficult to work, difficult. So this equal that, and anything that I will say mean nothing. You will hear, yes, it's difficult. That's why he's saying that. Are you with me? Now this become even worse because if you have your own sins of being difficult to work with, you will take what you've done to other people, multiply it, and you will think that this is me, regardless of proof, regardless of how many proof I will give to you. You understand? So basically, the venom, the snake give you the venom, and you at that moment pass judgment, and it's a life without parole. No one can change it. It's life without parole. Are you with me? It is actually worse. Every interaction, direct or indirect, between person A and B will be for person B an incident of being poisoned again unknowingly. So if I said, let's work together, for person B, it means, he wants to make my life miserable. Never mind that I helped you all my life, regardless of what you know about me. Can you see the insanity? Can you see how dangerous it is? Why would a person rather believe in an external person than he sees what, I'm going to explain that. Let's say that I've worked with you for 10 years. I know you are good. I will explain why. I will explain why. I will explain why. The mechanism is quite interesting. The mechanism is quite interesting. It goes like that. This is you. This is me. This is you, and this is the snake. Okay. Now the snakes tell you something bad. Meir is difficult to work with. Now you know it's not correct. Yes, because you have many proof that it's not correct. Okay. But then one day, you know it's not correct. Yes, it's 100% not correct. But it's sitting here in the memory bank. Now one day you commit a sin and you need to justify it. And you say, I knew he is like that. When you say, I knew he is like that, it's he basically, you say, it's not that the snake told me, I knew he is like that. So you think that you're working on your knowingness. Little that you know that you work on some kind of bomb that has been installed in you eons before. Are you with me? Exactly. It's really amazing. It's really amazing. So every time A tries to contact B, even if it is in B's mind, even if I didn't actually, even if A didn't really try to contact B, yes, even if it's just in B's mind, every time A tried to contact B, every time B something reminds B of A, B experiences and sees the poison rather than the good. Once you got the poison, you cannot see good. It's spread throughout the body, the spirit's body, yes? You are sure it is your own. It is like it's your, you think that it's you. You think that this is what you know. You are sure. You will be 100% sure. And that's why you will understand the mechanism. But when it happens to you, you will not believe that it's actually happening to you. You will not recognize poison in you. Never. Very seldom, very small number of people can recognize by themselves poison. Most people, 99.999999999% cannot recognize it, and they will drink the poison happily. Most people like to talk about other people, to find fault. You'll see that that bad news is something that's been created by a group. Bad news is always something that a group creates. You need a group for bad news. Good news is only one individual. Creation is by one person, destruction only by a group. Only a group can destroy. One person can only build. Especially if you've done something against you, yes. You drink the bottle of poison to make yourself right, 100%. And you enjoy the poison, although it kills you. Are you with me? A group will only destroy. Destruction happen only by a group. Construction only by an individual. There was only one Einstein. Against Einstein, there was huge amount of people that fought him. There was only one Harvey. And against him, there was a eagle, regal, what's his name? Eagle, regal, something like that. That was the majority. The majority, if it is the opinion of the majority, it's probably wrong. Because truth is unique. It cannot be something that the majority agree to. That's why I'm telling you what's true is what's true for you. That's why I'm telling you, you need to become source. Are you with me? Most people think, well, if the majority say, if many people say that you are stupid, then you're stupid. And they even saying there is no smoke without fire, which is a lie. There is a lot of smoke without fire in many ways. Most of the time, the smoke comes before the fire. Are you with me? Because people believe in the smoke, there is fire. So it's not that there is no smoke without fire. It's really not. At the beginning, the poisoned person can sometimes see that the person is not that the poison is not the person, sometimes at the beginning. But every time the poisoned person gets in contact with the poison, it becomes more deadly. And very quickly, the poisoned person does not see the other person. So what happened is quite amazing. You've got person A and this is person B. And now you've got the poison. At the beginning, the poison is a little bit. And you can still see person A. You can still see person A. But every time the poison person get in contact with the poison, every time I give you more poison, 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 the only thing that you can see whenever you try to look is poison. You will not see me anymore. You will not see person A. And very quickly you believe that when you look at person A, what you believe that person A is the poison. True, Marcel, very true. Are you with me? Can you see that? Thank you, Lorna. It is happening all the time, non-stop. You're very welcome, Karen. Now, all he sees is what he has been told about the other person. He sees poisoned and he is very sick. He is poisoned and he is very sick. Because you've been poisoned, poison make you sick. So person B is poisoned and he is very sick. And when you are sick, you're not fully conscious. This is amazing. All he sees is what he has been told about the other person. He is poisoned and he is very sick. Every person that received poison and was not handled becomes sick. And when you are sick, I don't know if you noticed that when you are sick, you're not fully conscious. You don't see what's going on around you. True or false? Yes. Now your perceptions are weakened. Your judgment is weakened. You are very close to being dead. So when you accept poison, what happens is that you as a spirit die. Are you with me? Because it's really poisoning the spirit. Because you commit a sin of magnitude. This person A was your friend, and your job as a friend, as a human being, is to know that the other person is perfect and nothing that is not perfect is not him. When you start to accept poison, you will have no choice but to commit sins against that person A. No choice. And the spirit know. So you know that you're committing a sin without any justifiable reason. There's never a justifiable reason, but you know it's not justifiable. And because there's not justified reason, what you do, you invent justification. You invent more reason of your own why person A is bad. So all of a sudden, something that happened 10 years ago, you say, wow, that's why he did it. Totally invented, totally invented. Oh, I should have seen this clue. How blind was I? No, you were not blind. You're blind now. Are you with me? Okay. The result is less communication, less friendship, less life, less relationship, less understanding, less, a lot of less. This is how you lose good clients, good prospects, good friends, good suppliers, excellent employees, perfect partners, beautiful families. This is how you lose relationships. And you will be as wealthy as you have good relationships. So you become poor. Are you with me? And I'm sure you're thinking right now, but I don't have things like that. Or I have maybe one case like that. You have many cases like that. The less money you have, the less wealthy you are, the more of those things you have. The more isolated you are, the less, the less friends you have. This is what happened. You will have millions of justification why you don't want many friends. But the truth is that you survive to the degree that you have friends. That's the actual truth. Thank you, Marcel. Thank you. Thank you. So if you find yourself alone, you will try to explain that you want it. But the truth is that you got a lot of poison before that cause you to commit a lot of sins, that cause you to disconnect from society. You are lonely. If you are lonely, that's what happened. Are you with me? I know it's a hard bullet to chew, but it's true. This is how you lose, and there is no other way. Basically, the snake convinces you that people are not perfect, that you should be careful. And the moment that you start to be careful, you die. The first day you start to die, the first day you stop growing is when you start to be careful. You can define the moment a person stops growing physically, mentally, spiritually, with the moment that you start to be careful. If you start to be careful with your body, you will not grow your body. A child that is careful is a slim, useless body person. A child that is not careful, run, just push, that, boom, 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 use force, but don't care what will happen to him, don't have any consideration about what will happen to him, he will become a strong child. An old person, the moment that he decides that he is not invisible, will start to die. The body don't give up before you decide that you need to be careful. Thank you, Marcel. The biggest thing is thinking of the times that I was the snake. That's very, very high responsibility, Michelle. Marcel, thank you. You lose, you don't have, you die due to the venom from the bite by the relationship snake. But you never isolated that why. You don't know that the venom kills you. You think it is against A. but it is against you because you are as alive as you can communicate. And with all those blocks, obviously you are not alive because you cannot communicate. Are you with me? You think the incorrect Y, you're handling the incorrect Y. You think the venom is against A. I don't care if someone says something bad about me. Other than I care about the B that heard that now become a little bit more lonely, a little bit more blind, a little bit more stupid. Every time you accepted the venom, you become stupider. And I'm very gentle with the word stupid. It's actually worse. Are you with me? So let's give you some examples. I have a client that was managing partner in a big company. One of the salespeople was very bad for the company, and my friend fired him. That salesperson, let's call him Bob, started to talk to my client's partners and poisoned them with half-truths, lies, generalities, and standard snake's job. Basically, the snake will tell you something, and he will and will make sure that the other side is not there. Now, the situation got very bad. The both were sure the other side was very, very bad. All of a sudden, both of them started to think that the other side is bad. The partner thought that he was bad because of the lies, the half-truth, the generalities. And my friend was sure that the partner is bad because all of a sudden he started to attack him. Things that was amazing he find fault with. He thought that this guy totally lost his marbles and started to attack him for no reason at all. The situation got very bad. They both were sure the other side was very, very bad, but the problem did not resolve. It got worse. Well, not for everyone. For the lawyers, it got better because they started to involve lawyers and money. They spend money on lawyers and big company, and they decide each one says he contributes more, and each one had his own venom, and they used the venom as proof, and it was lies, and the lawyers started to fight about the lies. Big mess. The situation was seconds before major disaster for the business, for them personally, for their families, for the employees, clients, and suppliers. They were ready to destroy everything. They signed the papers. They put money into this destruction. Why did it happen? Why did it happen? There are many reasons that both of them say why did it happen, but those reasons did not improve the situation. What actually happened, the reason this whole mess happened, is a snake, or the snake was in action. You have a snake in action, that's the reason. But because the snake is hidden, you don't see him. You don't see him. You argue with B. A argue with B, and B argue with A. B cannot see A, and A probably also got some venom from someone else, and A cannot see B, and they fight imaginary opponents. Are you with me? And no one sees the snake. No one sees the snake. No one. No one. And you think, no, for sure I will know. No one sees the snake. Now, my question is, does the snake always know what wrong they are doing? Sometimes I see people say things that I can't believe. It's really not important if he knows or not, but the spirit knows. But it's not important if he knows or not. What's important is that he's a snake, he is biting. Do I care if a lion bites me if he knows that I'm a person and it's painful or not? The lion bites me. If a snake in the field bite me, do I care if he knows or not? It doesn't help if he knows or not. It's irrelevant for the solution of the problem, yes? Now, how do I know it was the snake? How do I know it was the snake? How do I know that it was the snake, only the snake, and nothing else? Nothing of the binders and binders of legal papers blaming each other. I think by the time that that my friend came to me, they had like 14 binders of paper, like thick binders of paper of complaints. And this was just before they didn't even actually issue the lawsuit. This is just lawyer's letter and proofs and this and emails and nonsense. How did I know it was the snake? Only the snake and nothing else but the snake. Why I didn't read one piece of paper from what they sent me and I managed to fix it? Because the relationship was good for a long time and all of a sudden things was wrong. Must be a snake. Okay, I don't know. When you or the other person see something bad in each other, okay, you know, because they started out friends, it would only be destroyed by a snake. Okay, but someone can come and say, no, but this guy was hidden and he actually planned to steal from me, or all kind of things, which might be right. How do I know? Bad relationship equal there must be a snake. Okay, but how do I know? And you, the mechanism, and your friend. Okay, actually what happened, how did I know? Since when I got them to stop looking for why they fight, but to look for who said what, they realized in less than an hour what happened. And they are partners, very successful up to today. Probably by now, it's probably 18, 20 years now. Are you with me? So most of the people, when they have a problem, they look about what was said. I tell them, never mind what was said, I want to know who said. I'm looking for a person and they're looking for reason. There are no good reasons. Reasons are always lies. Are you with me? Do you understand the big difference? Every person, when they're arguing about what was said, what was done. What I'm telling you is you need to look at who said. Know what was said. Who said? Are you with me? You will see that a lot of things has been said, but there is one person that keep saying bad things. Like he would be much more than any other person as the who said, not what was said. And when you actually realize that he said that, and you go and you say, he said blah blah blah, and all of a sudden you say, but I didn't say that. And you say, but Ido said that you said that, and we say, okay, fine. So let's pick up the phone, and you call this guy, and he say, yes, I said that, and I said, so why did you say that? He said, well, because Jimmy told me that. Again, who, not what. So I called Jimmy. Jimmy, did you say that? And Jimmy said, no, I did not say that. And so I said, what did you say? And he tried to say something else. So I put the other person, Ido, on the line and us on the line. And Ido said, no, but this is what you told me. And Jimmy said, well, yes, I did say that. Okay. Why did you say that? Well, I just made it up. He doesn't even see something wrong with that. He actually admitted that he made it up because he was pissed off about something, which is also a lie. Are you with me? It is unbelievable. It's always like that, always. Another example that is based on a true story. I just changed the name, okay? Let's say we have a coach, Mark, that teaches people and helps them to do better in life. Okay? And let's say that our coach Mark hires one of his students, Bella, to help his students by doing marketing and sales. So far, so good. So we have Mark and we have Bella. And Bella helping Mark. Okay? Now Bella is very good at what she does and tells Mark how much she admires him and promised to push Mark's purpose. So they're working in the same direction. They really pushing the same direction. They want to help people. Bella starts to work with Mark and gets to know his suppliers. So now we have here all kinds of suppliers that are in common with Mark, but also with Bella, with Mark, but also with Bella. Okay? Yeah. So Bella starts to work with Mark and gets to know his suppliers. So this is suppliers, clients, friends, family, everyone. Okay? Because she's very close. Bella mainly spread admiration and good stories about Mark. She really said unbelievable how amazing he is and how good he is. And like she really see a lot of good things about Mark. But from time to time, when she talked privately to Mark clients, she explained that while she loves Mark, he's not okay in the way he handled a specific situation. But of course, no one is perfect. So she goes and she said, "Look, just confidentially, because I'm good friend with you as well. Mark is amazing, but I just want to let you know that he has all of these small bad things." And she spread small bad things. He's amazing. He's unbelievable. He's the best. He's unbelievable. I'm telling you, he helped me. He saved my life. But when it comes to money, you know, he's a little bit of a problem. She doesn't even give too much information. And she goes to his wife and say, Mark is unbelievable. I owe him my life. I'll do anything for him. I work 20 hours per day for his company. He is the best. But I'm telling you this confidentially because I feel like you are family. I'm family and you're family. I want to tell you that sometimes the way that he talks to girls, I don't know. So the wife said, "But what do you mean?" She said, I cannot say anything bad about him because he saved my life. But you are family, so I'm just telling you, you need to watch up. Are you with me? You understand what's happening? Yes. Basically, she says Mark is not okay, but she's willing to accept his flaws since she knows no one is perfect, or since he helped her so much, or since something. Are you with me? She said things like, why will the client accept this? Like with the money, because probably the client have a similar sins of his own. So all the sins of that client get re-stimulated, and whatever he did, he immediately assigned to Mark. Are you with me? This is really fascinating beyond fascination. Now, she said that now that she works closely with him, she realizes all kind of things, trying not to be not to specify too much. They will talk in wide generality. Okay. What do you think will happen in the mind of the clients? And what will they spread that they heard confidentially? What would be the whisper campaign? What would the whisper campaign be about? What do you think people will talk about Mark? Mark is now good. Now each one will modify it a little bit. Each one will modify it a bit. And after about 3 weeks, Mark raping children. After 3 weeks, Mark have very bad financial situation. Mark is terrible with money and cheat on his wife, yes. And by the way, he's not married. It's like unbelievable. That's happened all the time, especially in politics. It's happened all the time in everyone, not only in politics. All the time, everywhere, non-stop. There's not one area that it's happened more. There's only one area that it's happened less. It happened less in areas where the people are educated about this knowledge and the hands are more clean. The more dirty the hand, the more this mechanism will kick in. Are you with me? Okay. Now, she looks continuously for those people that have any kind of questions about Mark, which means people that committed some kind of a sin against Mark and spread her venom, but the venom is always covered with sugar. So the person receiving it will not fully feel he's been bitten. It's like drinking Coca-Cola. It tastes so well, so you don't really understand how bad it is for you. Do you understand? Now, what's the end result? What's the end result? What will be the end result of this campaign? Mark was very appreciated in his community. What will happen after a week, 2, 3, 1 day? He gets a bad name, broken relationship, break up relationships, destruction of relationship, separation, destruction, loneliness, yes. Black PR cannot be caught up, yes. Destroyed relationship, yes. Slowly Mark's reputation will go down. Mark will have no idea what happened, yes. He's the most hated person and destroyed by her, yes. The relationship will not work, exactly. Exactly. Unexplained and sudden, yes, unexplained, yes, and sudden changes of heart with the clients and broken relationships. All of a sudden, people that were very close to you keep a distance. All of a sudden, people that had very high affinity to you find faults with you. All of a sudden, those people that you helped, that you saved their life, think, he's not what I thought he was. And they will tell you, no, I was cheated. He's such an actor. He should get the Oscar. I was totally fooled. Yes, you were fooled by the snake. Are you with me? But doesn't this also backfire against Bella? Usually Bella will not get backfired by the campaign because she's totally hidden. No one knows it's Bella. She makes sure that she is hidden. There is many ways she's doing it. Because she talks every time to one person, and it seems everyone knows. She used generality. She tells you everyone knows. So all of a sudden, everyone knows. So it's obviously not she said. She heard that because everyone knows. You don't think that she is the source. Are you with me? You start to hear it as a small whisper, and all of a sudden there is shouting and chanting, free Palestine, without really understanding what is Palestine. Are you with me? And but also say how good Mark is. Yes, there's a lot of pluses in the poison. Yes. Are you with me? It's really everyone goes in one direction. When you see chanting going on, you need to know that people, the chanting are stupid. They're puppets. Someone controlling them. Because groups destroy, individual construct. Individual comes with ideas. Individual brings something out of nothing. And when you have such a strong group agreement that someone is bad, all the Jews are bad. Germany, 50 years later or 70 years later, all the Israelis are bad. The universities in the US, yes, But it's not all the universities. When they do a poll, the majority thinks that the Israelis are right. But it seems, the noise make it seems like you get poisons by the TV that you think that everyone is for Palestine and very little number of people are for Israel. But actually the polls show the opposite. Are you with me? It is exactly the same. It's exactly happening the same. You get poisoned by the generality. Is the snake always at work, or can he bite once and then the poison stay? So the snake usually do not stop, but he may bite you once. But since he bites many other people, it becomes the public opinion. So you will hear from other people about it. You understand? I called the one guy, the Ido, and Ido referred me to another guy, and actually it was not Ido that was the snake. He just was a useless relay point. So that supposedly pro-peace, they burned a car in protest. So it doesn't make sense that they show violence and say they are anti-violence. How can someone be against genocide when they don't know what the definition is, when they called for the genocide of all the Israelis? Since 1936, there is less Jewish people on the planet. The number of Jewish planet on the planet did not grow back to what it was prior to 36, yes? Since 1967, when Israel took the occupied territories, the number of the Palestinians grew from, I think something, I don't remember exactly the number, but something like from 300,000 to something like 4 million. Just look at the data and you see that you're stupid, yes? You don't need too much. So yes, Hitler committed genocide because the total number of Jews becomes smaller and smaller, and it took, 70 years, and it's still not back. But if you see a group that start a war and then start to be crying baby and say, oh, it's a genocide. Oh, there is too many people killed. No, you want the war to finish, return the kidnapped people and put down your weapon, and there will be peace in 2.5 seconds. So if the Israelis will put down their weapons, there will be no Israel in 2.5 seconds, because the Hamas said that they want from the river to the sea. The purpose is to eliminate all the Jewish people, and not only the Jewish people, but the Christians and the other people are stupid. They never read the covenant of the Hamas, so they don't know that they're against them as well. But if the Jewish people will put their weapon, there will be no Israel. And if the Hamas will put down his weapon, if the Arab will put down the weapon, there will be peace. Simple. Very simple. So interesting, all the protests are calling the economic divestment. So this is what the student come up with. For economic divestment, I don't know what divestment means. Not save the moms and babies, not negotiable, not get food and supply to Gaza. So interesting, yes. They don't actually say what they don't understand what they said. They're just repeating messages. Really, seriously, they just poisoned. Another based on a true story nightmare. Another based on the true story nightmare. Let's say Bob is a massage therapist and he hired Karen's marketing company. This is really all based on true stories that I personally experienced. It's not something that I heard, yes? Karen is very good at what she does, and Bob is very happy. So we have Bob, and he's a massage therapist, and we have Karen, and she's a very good marketer. And Bob hired Karen to market his company, okay? And she's very good, and he's very happy. He tells his friend George that he just hired Karen company, and George says, Karen from Best Marketing? So Bob tell George, his friend, listen, George, I just hired this amazing lady, Karen. And George somehow knows Karen's and he says, whoa, Karen from Best Marketing? No, no, tell me you didn't. She is the worst. This is what George say. She promised the world and never delivers. She's a snake. She knows how to talk, but cannot do the walk. You need to run and fast. I wish you would have asked me before you closed with her. A good friend of mine lost a lot with her. That is how I met her the first time. She cheated him. And I understand she cheated many other business owners. Now you look at that. Is there any one fact in everything that George said? One fact. One fact. Look, you need to run and fast. She promised she's the worst. Really, the worst from all the marketers in the universe? She promised the world and never delivered. But Bob had a very good relationship with her and she delivered. She is a snake, yes? She knows how to talk, but cannot do the walk. So what does it mean? Where's the facts? You need to run and fast. I wish you would have asked me before you closed with her. Now I'm so good. I'm so clever and you're so stupid. A good friend of mine, no name, lost with her. How much, when, how? What is that is how I met her the first time. When did you meet her? How exactly did you meet her? What was your role in that? She cheated him. How did she cheated him? And I understand she cheated many other business owners, all generalities. Can you see that? Or the client I had that was losing money. He was in the midst of a real estate deal that was not viable and that drowned him in debt. I started to work with him and things turned around. It was not easy, but it worked. He stopped losing money and soon started to make money, and things looked promising. Out of the blue, I get a call from him telling me how expensive I am and that I did not deliver enough. And of course, based on the facts, it was total nonsense. The first year he never made money was the first year he ever made money was when he started to work with me. Yet, even when I showed him the numbers, he knew he was cheated by me. Exactly. The snake bit him. In this case, it was his accountant, and the venom made him blind. Or the wife that invalidates the husband wins and so destroys the relationships with all those he helped. Or the social media attacks that totally destroys relationships. Or rumors against the boss. Out of the blue, I get a call from him telling me how expensive I am and that I did not deliver enough. And it's just, this is the venom. This is the snake in action. One second. The law is, if you had good relationships and they destroyed or got destroyed, you have been bitten by the relationship snake. No other reasons. Amazing, Anna. It's good that you see. No other reasons. You start a relationship, you promise everything will be amazing. I will never lie to you. I will be this, blah, 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 but everything is going well, everything is going well. And all of a sudden, things starting to go bad. Relationship snake. It's not her period. It's not his stress. It's not her job. It's not the kids. It's not God. It's not what she eats. It's not that he's not sleeping. It is a relationship snake. Always. Everything else come after the relationship snake. Are you with me? So it's really important to know how to recognize those relationship snake. Otherwise, you'll end up with no relationship, no money, no income, no life. And hence, you must learn how to spot, handle, and prevent your relationships from being beaten by the relationship snake. The problem, the big problem is that it is almost impossible for you to spot your own relationship snake. Almost impossible. Most people, when they first hear about the relationship snake, are either sure they don't have one, it's about 85% of the people. Two, spot the wrong one, about 15%. So almost 100% of the people, even if the 15% of the people eventually realize, yes, there is a relationship snake, they will find the wrong one. They will find the noisy one, not the real one. Are you with me? It's totally counterintuitive. Now, you're thinking, well, who I have a relationship snake with? Well, just I want you to have a look. Who is the relationship snake with your mind? Who is the relationship snake with your body? Who is the relationship snake with your wife? Who is the relationship snake with your friends? Every time you had the problem, every time you had pain, physical or mental pain, you had a relationship snake. Are you with me? You had the relationship snake. If you don't know how to recognize it, you will become sick. You will have weird sicknesses, sicknesses that are almost untreatable. You will have problematic long-term sicknesses, short-term sicknesses, because you did not recognize the snake. You got poisoned. And when you get poisoned by a snake, the body generates its own poison to destroy the body. How do I spot when someone's busy poisoning me? That's why we're having this series. That's why everyone needs to be on this series. That's why you really have to understand it. This is why I made it free. Because this is something that everyone must know. That's why I made it free. It is so powerful. It is so important for you, for mankind, that I made it free. It's very valuable, but I made it free because I understand the importance of everyone knowing that. You understand? I will teach all those things, Anthony. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Now, if you're sure you don't have your own personal relationship snake, it is a confirmation there is one. And the snake is active right under your nose. It is the most difficult part is that you are sure you don't have a relationship snake, although you have problem in relationships. You are sure you don't have a relationship snake because he's hidden, because he's doing it. It's so covered with sugar. What? This coach is the best. He saved my life. I will do anything for him. He just have a problem with money. He's still money. But I'll do anything for him. He's so amazing. You don't think that I'm saying something bad. You know, no one is perfect. Are you with me? Oh, I heard that he has a problem with money. I don't have experience like that. I can see why people say that, but with me, he was okay. But I heard that he's terrible. The way that he's behaving is just unbelievably but terrible. Are you with me? The relationship snake. The question is why? Why is it so hard to spot the relationship snake? Why is it so hard to spot the relationship snake? How come? Why is it so hard to spot the relationship snake? because you think it is your friend and not the snake. Yes, because others too, you're blind to it because you have already been poisoned. It's so common, yes, because the snake is usually someone you're friend with or you trust. Yes, exactly. We've been the snake or helped the snake. Yes, you are assuming the person is nice and good, so the person is hidden. Okay, very good. Because you want the game, so you made it hard to spot it, maybe. Okay, very good. It's covered with sugar, exactly. Covered with sugar, exactly. Okay, so why? Why? It goes like that. Now, most people know and are certain that if they have a disagreement or an upset with someone, they have a justifiable reason for the disagreement or upset. True or false? Most people will tell you if I have a disagreement, I have good reason for that. I'm not crazy. I have a good reason for that. Yes? Okay? Yet, they miss the insurance certificate they hold in their hand. What do I mean? What do I mean? For as long as the disagreement or upset continues, it is irrefutable proof that what you think is the reason for the disagreement or upset is for sure not the reason or not the source of the disagreement or upset. Are you with me? The insurance certificate is, if it doesn't solve, it's not the why. If you think that you know, if you're certain that they have a disagreement or upset with someone and they think they know why, they have the justifiable reason for the disagreement or upset, but the upset do not get resolved immediately, not in 7 years. They're dealing with lies. The actual problem is different. The law, break in communication precede all misunderstandings. So far, so good? Break in communication come before all misunderstandings. Do you agree with that or not? Something, the communication got broken somewhere, okay? So you've got person A, you've got person B, okay? And if there is a break in communication, yes, if there is a break in communication, then there will be misunderstanding. The communication get broken, you will not understand. So far, so good? If you don't understand, you cannot communicate. You will be sure you understand and know. You will be 100% sure you understand and know if the communication was broken, which is totally nonsense. But someone tell you something, you argue, you sure you understand and know, and the other person don't understand. True or false? It's never the opposite. It's never you talk to someone and you don't understand and you think that the problem is with you. You are sure the problem is with them. So far, so good? Now, what happened is quite amazing. What happened is quite amazing. You have a person here, yes, the snake, and the snake poisoned both sides. And because he poisoned both sides, the poison prevent them from communicating both sides. He prevent them from communicating. It causes misunderstanding, but you are always sure that you do understand because you believe the poison. You 100% believe the poison. And so you try to solve the wrong problem. You try to solve the problem of communication, but the problem is not the problem of communication. The problem is the poison that caused the communication to break. So the problem is not the communication. The problem is not anything else other than who gave the poison. Once you will see the who, you will understand what you need to do. You will handle the real source of the problem. And for as long as you handle the wrong source of the problem, what you get is a bigger problem. The snake is not biting you, but is biting things that you care for while you are not around, making sure you will never know. So the snake do not biting me. The snake goes and bite my friends, people that I care for, things that I care for, while I'm not around. When I'm around, oh, Meir, help me. He is like, without him, I will be dead. Are you with me? And then he will come to me and says, well, you know, Ashley is terrible. I love her. She's the best, but she's doing things that are terrible. So he don't bite Ashley, he bite me because Ashley cares about me. Do you understand? The end result is you will never know the real reason because he doesn't bite you. He bite things you care about. So he bite Ashley, and I don't know. I didn't know that he bite Ashley, and he bite me against Ashley, and Ashley doesn't know that he bite me, and we argue. We have a break in communication, and we try to handle the communication, but we're dealing with the basic broken reality. So we have here a this is affinity, reality, and communication. He broken my reality, he broken her reality. So obviously our affinity will go down and our communication will go down and we will not understand each other. There will be break in understanding. Can you see that? It's really amazing. The real reason will totally escape you. The real reason will totally escape you. You never, 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 never find the snake unless if you sit down to investigate. In a day-to-day operation, you will never find the snake. And you will be sure that you know the reason for the problem. Oh, of course, Lisa did that. That's why I'm not in good relationship with her. No, of course, Meir did that. That's why Meir is difficult when handling, I don't know, money, when handling whatever. No, it's not true. It's not true. It's just you promoting an enemy line. It's not true. Are you with me? What will happen? You will invent reasons, excuses, and the problem will grow. The law is when you don't know the actual reason for something, you will invent a reason, no matter how far-fetched. So when your life is not doing, when you don't do so well, when you have a problem, when your relationship break down, you need to know. And despite the fact that you hear this today and you believe it and it makes sense to you, you will not operate on it. But you need to know that the reason is you have a relationship snake. You have been bitten. You are poisoned. You need to take the antidote. And nothing will happen or nothing will help before you will remove the poison from your body, before you will remove the poison from your mind, before you will remove the poison from the relationship. You will invent false reasons and the problem will grow. Far-fetched means exaggerated, unlikely, and unconvincing, implausible. It's like, cannot be. The snake bites the things you love, the things that make you successful, the things that are really important. Your love, romantic relationship, family, work relationship, clients, suppliers, rabbi, priest, friends, etc. These are the target of the snake. The snake destroys long-term relationships. You had a friend for 30 years, and all of a sudden the relationship is gone. You have a snake in action. You raise your children for 20 years, and all of a sudden the relationship is gone. Snake in action. You work with your partner or employee or boss for years, and one day the relationship is gone. They have been beaten. You have an active relationship snake that ensures your relationship get poisoned and die. You have an active relationship snake that ensures your relationship gets poisoned and dies. If you have a problem in any relationship, that's what's happening. But it is hard to find the snake. It is hard to believe that the snake is the reason, as you have your own fake reasons. It is hard to believe that such a person even exists. So why is it hard to believe that such a person even exists? Why is it, even when you learn it, even if you heard about it, even if you read about it, if you've been trained about it, it's hard to believe that in your case, such a person believes. It's true for other cases. How do I know that it's hard to believe? Because you heard about it before, some of you, and you still have relationship problems. You don't expect it from that person, okay? Because the snake is very hidden, yes? Because you trust them and love them, yes? Because you trust the person, okay? You don't want to see the snake in the people you admire, okay? It goes like this. It goes like this. It's very interesting. One, you notice the relationship has deteriorated. You will notice that. You will see something is not as good. Like yesterday, everything was good. Today, you have something. Something is not right, yes? She's not as nice to you. He is not as close. He's not as loving. Something is cooking. You don't have the real reason for the situation. You don't know why it is. You don't have the real reason. You don't have the tools to even find what it is. And if the other person tried to help you to find it, since you already been beaten, you will use it against them. You will not want to listen, yes? Since the real reason for the situation is hidden from view, and since you don't know how to find the real reasons for the situation, you invent a reason. You now have a fake reason for or an excuse. And you say, no, it cannot be that I invent. You invent a reason. This is the thing that you do all the time. Someone is late, you invent a reason why he's late. Someone did a U-turn when he shouldn't, you invent why he did it. Someone was not nice to you, you invent that maybe he has a bad day. People tell you to invent reasons all the time. You don't know a word, you invent a definition. You always invent something when you don't have the data. When you don't have the real reason, when you don't have the data, you invent data. I've done that and observe. I was inventing reason. True. Yes. Are you with me? Most people, most of the time, just invent reasons. Like just talk to an average person, and they just invent and invent and invent and invent, and every conversation 5 times, even short conversations. Now, the reason you have invented is never you. You are sure it is the other side. It's never, you never say, probably what I've done is, no. You invent a reason about the other side. You're sure the other side did things that you consider unacceptable. And that is the reason you have a bad or broken relationship. You always blame. You automatically find faults. Now, since you have a source for a problem, now you believe that you have the source, Effect reason, you cannot find the real source for the problem because you already have the source. If you already know that the reason the soup is not salty is because you didn't put salt, you will not check if you actually put salt because you already have the reason. Are you with me? So you will not look for the reason because you have an invented reason, which for you is 100% right. What does it mean, fake reality? A piece of information that you are 100% sure is true, but when you use it, it doesn't bring the expected result. So why is it hard to believe such person exists? Why do you think it's hard to believe that such person exists? Why do you think it is hard to believe that such person exists? You trust them fully, yes? Just don't. Because you invent reasons. You have false reasons all the time, yes? So there's no person because everything that happened, you invent reason. You don't admit of no reasons. You don't admit of a situation that has no reason. And you, since you don't have the real reason, since you don't have data, when the data is missing, you invent something. Are you with me? You think you have a solution, so you don't suspect that someone is doing it. I come and I say, oh, I'm very disappointed of you. You immediately have reason why. Oh, you will think either that I'm stupid, or I'm ungrateful, or but you will have a reason. You will come up with some reason, even if you ask me why. You already know why. Are you with me? And the reason that I give you is obviously false. So if you take it, it's even worse because the problem is still there. Do you agree that all people want to be cause? They want to control their life always. True or false? People want to be cause, yes? Good. Do you also agree that dirt and poison disconnect the link, breaks the relationship, yes? Do you also agree that people hate and people cannot confront dirt, poison, pain, ugliness? People don't like ugliness. You tell the person to put his hand in shit, he doesn't like it because it's dirt, it's poison, it's ugly. Yes? They cannot confront it. The reason radiation destroys people is only because people cannot confront the small particles. If you could confront the radiation, it will not affect you. Are you with me? Now, how do I know it is true? By the fact that people do not feel well when encountered with poison, with dirt, with pain. When people have dirt, pain, poison, shit, they vomit, they don't feel good. They have side effects that tell me they don't like it. They make a big mess, they make a big show to let me know I don't like dirt. Yes, they don't like ugliness. They don't like things that are not perfect. When you hear about a murder, people getting hurt, natural disaster, etc., you don't feel as well. You don't like it. True or false? You want to hear about it, but you don't like it. Do you agree that that poison is something people don't like? Yes. Well, in the next lesson, we will find exactly what kind of poison there are, how to actually recognize them despite all of those barriers. Exactly, cliffhanger. We will learn exactly how can you become cause of the poison and over the snake, over both. And not only over what will happen in the future, but also over past relationships. And you'll see that if you will actually understand and apply, everything will change. What you need to do is to promote this thing. People need to know this data. People need to know this data. It's extremely, extremely important that you will make a video, tag me, tell to people that this is something they need to understand. This is something they need to learn, and that it is free, and it is once in a lifetime that they can get this data and save their life and the life of their loved ones. Because this poison really kills. Okay. Share your wins. Invite people to the next webinar. It's extremely, extremely important. Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you for attending. Thank you for listening. Karen, thank you for doing all the admin in the background. Anna, thank you for helping as well with the admin and of course with the presentation and the design and everything. And I will see you on Tuesday on the interview with Gal. I think we have an interview with Gal on Tuesday. He's coming home and we will be here together. I will see you. And Monday we have Inner Circle. Yes, Monday we have Inner Circle as well. Inner Circle on Monday. Okay. So I will see you on Monday, and I will see you on Tuesday, and I will see you on, I think, Friday, the free business class. I think it will be the last part. And I will see you on Saturday again for the Advanced Relationship and Family Academy. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, 4 webinars. Okay. I love you, and I will see you next week. Mwah.